In the vast archives of the internet, one mystery stands out. A face seen by millions, yet a man never found. This is Lars Mittank. His name has become synonymous with the chilling footage that has haunted the web for over a decade. It began in July 2014 in the coastal city of Varna, Bulgaria. A simple summer vacation that would end in an inexplicable disappearance. At first, everything was normal. Lars was seen laughing with friends at a local bar, enjoying the vibrant Bulgarian nightlife. But a sudden altercation over football changed everything. Lars was struck, suffering a ruptured eardrum that would prevent him from flying home. Prescribed an antibiotic called cefuroxime, Lars remained behind while his friends departed. It was then that his behavior took a dark turn. Checked into the budget hotel color, Lars became gripped by an intense paranoia. He believed he was being watched, even hunted. He spent the night in terror, frantically packing and unpacking, convinced that the people from the bar were coming for him. In the dead of night, he fled the hotel, calling his mother in Germany. He whispered that he wasn't safe, begging her to cancel his cards. By morning, Lars arrived at Varna airport. Under the sterile fluorescent lights, he seemed a shell of the man who had arrived weeks earlier. He sat in the waiting area, eyes darting. To him, every traveler was a threat, every stranger a possible pursuer. He sought out the airport doctor for a final checkup. But even in the safety of a medical office, his fear did not subside. When a construction worker entered the room, Lars reached his breaking point. To his fractured mind, the trap had finally snapped shut. Without a word, Lars bolted. He left behind his passport, his wallet, and his phone, everything that connected him to his life. This is the moment the world remembers. Grainy CCTV cameras captured a yellow flash sprinting through the terminal in blind terror. He burst through the glass doors, escaping the airport and running toward the horizon under the punishing Bulgarian sun. He didn't stop for cars or people. He ran across the vast parking lot, driven by an adrenaline fueled by pure, unadulterated fear. He reached a massive 8-foot barbed wire fence. With superhuman effort, he scaled it, leaving a piece of his yellow shirt behind. He landed on the other side and vanished into the dense tree line. It was the last time Lars Mittank was ever seen. Search parties scoured the surrounding sunflower fields for weeks, but the vast landscape offered no clues, only a deafening silence. Years have passed, only a few discarded items and endless theories remain. Did he succumb to the elements, or did he start a new life? Back in Germany, his mother still waits. Her life is a cycle of grief and the agonizing hope that one day he might walk through the door. The sunflowers bloom and wither, and the mystery of the man in the yellow t-shirt remains one of the world's greatest unsolved puzzles. Missing since July 8, 2014. If you have any information regarding Lars Mittank, please contact the authorities. The search continues. Welcome to the Hesteland Valley in rural Norway, a place where the laws of nature seem to bend, and the night sky holds a secret that science cannot explain. For decades, residents and researchers have witnessed brilliant, pulsating orbs of golden light that manifest without warning, hovering with an eerie and unnatural stability. These are not mere reflections. They split, dance in complex geometric patterns, and vanish instantly, leaving behind nothing but questions and a profound sense of awe. The mystery is not new. As far back as the 1930s, locals reported flying fireballs that transformed the quiet mountains into a theater of the unexplained. Handwritten logs from generations ago document these phenomena with meticulous sketches, proving that whatever haunts this valley has been here for a very long time. Long before modern sensors, the people of Hesteland watched the heavens through frosted glass, waiting for the return of the phantom lights that define their history. Today, the valley is the most monitored piece of wilderness on Earth. Inside the automatic measurement station, scientists scan the horizon 24 hours a day. The data is baffling. Radar detects objects moving at 30,000 kilometers per hour, while spectral analysis reveals chemical signatures that shouldn't exist in our atmosphere. Thermal imaging captures massive fireballs hovering over frozen lakes, their heat signatures defying every known law of plasma physics and conventional atmospheric science. High-speed lenses track these streaks across the sky, yet even our most advanced technology struggles to capture the true essence of what these lights actually are. Some lights bounce on the ground like physical spheres. Others appear to react to lasers, as if acknowledging the presence of the researchers who observe them. Researchers find themselves caught between fascination and frustration. Every new discovery seems to contradict the very foundations of the physics we think we understand. On some nights, the valley erupts in a synchronized display of multiple lights, appearing and disappearing in a rhythm that suggests a hidden, complex intelligence. Even the air itself changes. Strange ionized particles linger in the falling snow, remnants of a light that should not, by all accounts, be there. For those who have lived here all their lives, the lights are part of the landscape, a silent, glowing reminder of the universe's many remaining secrets. As the sun sets and the blue hour fades, the monitoring station stands as a lonely outpost of human curiosity in a vast, dark, and silent wilderness. In the distance, a single flash signals from the peaks. Is it a natural anomaly, or something more? The answer remains just out of reach. Decades of monitoring, zero definitive answers. The mystery of Hesselin remains, an echo in the silence of the Norwegian night. Deep in the remote heart of Norway lies a valley shrouded in mystery. Hesselin looks like any other Arctic wilderness, but for nearly a century, its skies have played host to a phenomenon that defies all scientific explanation. Glowing orbs of light, pulsing with an eerie rhythm, dance across the mountain ridges. They appear out of nowhere, moving with an intelligence and speed that leaves local observers breathless and world-renowned scientists completely and utterly baffled. From grainy black and white photos to the flickering VHS tapes of the 1980s, these lights have been recorded, measured, and witnessed by thousands. Yet, despite decades of study, the true nature of the mystery remains just out of reach. Welcome to one of the greatest scientific frontiers of our modern time. This is a journey into the unknown, where we seek the truth behind the lights. This is the Hesselin Enigma, a scientific frontier. The mystery isn't a new phenomenon. As far back as the 1930s, the early settlers of this remote valley reported strange sights. These hardy villagers lived in isolation, surrounded by the silence of the long Norwegian winter. Imagine standing at your window on a freezing night, only to see a silent, orange glow reflecting off the snow. It moves with a steady purpose across the dark horizon, a phantom light that shouldn't exist in the world. Local records show that these sightings were more than just tall tales. They formed a distinct pattern across the geography of the valley, marking the beginning of a mystery that would eventually capture the attention of the entire world. By the 1980s, the frequency of the lights exploded. Hundreds of reports flooded in every month, turning the quiet valley into a global focal point for researchers and the curious alike, all hoping for a glimpse of the impossible. International headlines screamed of UFOs over Norway. The lights were no longer a local secret, they were a global sensation. The media frenzy brought a wave of panic, wonder, and a demand for real scientific answers to the enigma. Every night, crowds gathered on the frozen hillsides, armed with binoculars and cameras. They braved the sub-zero temperatures, staring intently into the dark sky, waiting for the mysterious orbs to make their next dramatic and unpredictable appearance. To solve the mystery, science had to establish a permanent presence. Enter the Blue Box. This automated monitoring station was built on a desolate, snowy hilltop, designed to watch the skies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Inside the station, a sophisticated array of sensors and computers hums constantly. This technology captures data that proves these lights are not optical illusions or swarm gas, but a physical phenomenon that leaves a measurable energy signature. Scientists from around the globe braved the harsh Arctic elements. Working under the brilliant starry skies, they calibrated high-powered telescopes and cameras, hoping to capture a high-resolution image that would finally reveal the secret of the orbs. The data they gathered was staggering. Complex spectral graphs and thermal heat maps revealed that the lights weren't just bright. They were incredibly hot and emitted a unique electromagnetic pulse that defied standard atmospheric physics. In a series of daring experiments, researchers fired powerful lasers into the night sky. Incredibly, the lights often responded. They would pulse back or change their brightness, as if acknowledging the energy being directed at them. What could be causing this? One leading theory points to the valley's unique geology. Hessdalen is rich in quartz, copper, and iron. Scientists believe these minerals might turn the entire valley into a massive, natural battery. Could electrical currents flowing between rock layers and underground rivers create these ionized spheres? It's a compelling idea, suggesting that the Earth itself is generating the lights through a complex, natural electrochemical reaction. Another theory suggests dusty plasma. This is a rare state of matter where ionized particles in the cold Arctic air cluster together to form stable, glowing structures that can hover and move independently in the atmosphere. Regardless of the cause, the lights remain a hauntingly beautiful part of the Norwegian landscape. They often appear alongside the aurora borealis, creating a surreal dance of lights that feels both scientific and deeply spiritual. As the midnight mist swallows the valley once again, the enigma of Hessdalen remains. It is a reminder that even in our modern world, there are still pockets of mystery waiting for the next discovery to unlock their secrets. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think these lights are a natural geological phenomenon, or is there something more profound at work? Share your theories in the comments below and join the discussion. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the unexplained. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe for more mysteries from the frontiers of science and the unknown.